Welcome to the Health Made Easy podcast. Health advice so easy, you'll feel more confident about your body, health, and life. And now, your host, Dr. Connie Jean.
Hi everybody, so this is Q&A Friday. So I've got two questions here. One comes from Tabitha Peak, and she asks, can anyone tell me why it's hard for people with lupus to gain weight? It doesn't matter what I eat, I can't gain any. I don't take prednisone, used to, but it didn't help. I have always been overweight until 3 years ago. People are always asking me how I lost my weight, and it's always an uneasy conversation. So hi, Tabitha. If you're losing weight, then I can guess that you probably don't have an appetite. So usually at the onset of lupus is when a lot of the lupus patients drop a significant amount of weight, and it can be very scary, especially if you were, within normal ranges prior, or even, a little bit on the higher side. So with your weight loss, it sounds significant enough, but you have to remember with lupus, we've got our bodies at war within. So a lot of the times it's busy consuming all the energy that it has to fighting and fending off. In the process of doing that, it absorbs a lot of the calories and the nutrients. So that's part of the reason why you're losing a lot of the weight. And plus, you're probably not having a lot of appetite. So if you really look at what you're eating, you're probably not eating a lot. So I recommend anything that you eat, anything that you put into your mouth, be as nutrient dense as possible. Meaning eat a lot of not fruits, but lots of vegetables with lots of colors. Try to do a lot of organics. And I had to do a lot of, I did what's called medical shakes, which allowed me to make sure I was getting everything that I needed. Because the more your body's losing weight, there's a reason, underlying reason. It's a little bit, the physiology of that is a bit hard to explain here. But understanding that these antibodies, if there's a lot of chaos and war within your body, it's consuming energy and pulling things from your body by breaking down muscles and by pulling the minerals out of your bones. If your body just doesn't have enough, your body will get it from those areas where it'll pull from your own body tissue, which is what we term the catabolic state. So you want to avoid that. So that's why I do promote these supplements, and it's helped me a ton to try to maintain my lean muscle body or lean muscle mass, as well as to make sure that I keep my minerals where it belongs within my bones, that it's not pulling it from my bones. So I hope that this helps. It's probably a good idea to also consider taking probiotics, as well as some monopure or the we have the super omega at the lupuspharmacy.com. And if you do or are interested, we can certainly give you some links to go ahead and purchase that. So please ask away, but we'll have the link to Lupus Pharmacy, which is our store where I have hand-selected these supplements that's helped me and helped a lot of my patients to regain their energy back. Second question comes from Cindy Sakuma. She asks, has anyone had success in managing lupus nephritis through diet? We've already cut out processed sugars, carbs, gluten, and dairy. So it'd be so, I am so surprised at how much people say they've cut out, but in actuality, there's a lot of things, especially with gluten and sugars, and these artificial ingredients that are lurking and hiding in a lot of the foods that we eat. So that's where you need to get educated on sort of what that looks like. So Best thing to do during the times of nephritis is to keep the inflammation down because your kidney is inflamed. You're losing probably a lot of protein. And so the nephrology, conventional medical doctors will tell you to limit your protein as well. So that's probably a good thing to consider. But what I've done is I've taken it a step further and I've totally went on an elimination diet. And when you're going through nephritis, they give you prednisone, a high dose of prednisone, as well as a chemotherapeutic agent, usually in a way of infusion. If you're one of those patients who's had it, probably more than 5 years ago. Now they've changed the protocol to just start with the Cellcept, and then if you are okay, then get placed in the Benlysta infusions. But it used to be that they used to inject you with Cytoxan along with high dose of prednisone to knock the inflammation down. So in that catabolic state, just from the toxins that you're receiving through the medications alone, it's going to cause a wreck in your body anyway. So you want to be eliminating all things that's going to add to the inflammation in your body. I highly recommend supplements during this time to ensure that your body is getting whatever it needs to help your body, your kidneys, and your liver detoxify the chemo agents that's coming in to kill everything, right? So making sure that you're staying on a super good dose of probiotics is very important. And then super omega, lupus super omega, as well as super curcumin complex. That's all available at lupuspharmacy.com, as well as these medical foods that we have that are lupus detox formulas that I've been using for a very long time to efficiently lower my inflammation, to build my gut, to restore my immune system in a way where it's kind of able to bounce back quicker. So ultimate goal for us is to decrease inflammation. Now, elimination diet is available within our Lupus Rebel private group under files. Please use that as your guide. But I've gotten a lot of feedback from many of you, as well as my patients here, to break that down a little bit further, because going gluten-free is really, really hard, especially if you're used to eating normally. It's hiding in a lot of things. And so I've created sort of over a 5-week period where you can start to learn everything about eliminating gluten, everything about sugar, everything about dairy, and everything about processed foods. So everything you need to know in step by step. You can also find that at lupuspharmacy.com. It's the gut restoration guide, as well as we have an online program for you where you can follow this more in detail to guide you. This is all there for your guide. So please check that out at lupuspharmacy.com. Everything is curated by me and hand selected. So everything is intended to help you as it's helped me. So with that, I'll see you next week. If you like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please join our private Facebook Lupus Rebel, as well as please check out our podcast. If you're somebody who can't consume the information watching the videos all day, it's a good thing to sort of listen to on your drive. So we have a podcast, which is at healthmadeeasy.com. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Health Made Easy podcast. www.drconniejean.com